exercise, you will be on the floor in a butterfly-like position and you will be pressing down your knees. Sure to press as much as possible to really feel the hips stretch. Do the same thing to the other side. laying in a butterfly position, but this time facing the floor. This is the exercise that you can stay in for as long as possible, and it is the most helpful exercise.